Hello everybody, and today we are looking at a WPC 95 CPU board, and this is from a Tales of Arabian Nights. It's got basically a problem where it intermittently throws up a coin door open while you're playing the game. One thing I did, I actually cleaned up the connectors when it was in the machine a bit because they were quite horrible. I'll go to macro mode in a minute so you can see it better. I cleaned them up a bit and it actually made it a bit better, so what I'm going to do is take it a step further and actually replace all these connectors, and we'll also have to recrimp the cables in the cab itself. It's had some minor repair work, nothing serious. It looks fairly good condition. Might check out the pins on the ASIC. You can get problems with caused by the ASIC connectivity. Cause the switch ASIC problems, but yeah, I think these connectors were in very poor condition before I cleaned them, so I think it's worth replacing them. I'll just switch to macro mode. Okay, hopefully you can see that they've got kind of black at the top end. I have cleaned these as best I could when it was in the cab, but they were quite corroded at the time. So I think, yeah, new connectors all around. I've got a bunch here, so we'll fit those, and I'll say we'll check out the ASIC and clean it up if needed. So step one of desoldering is apply fresh solder. Always do that, makes it a lot easier to desolder cleanly. So it doesn't have to be neat, just make sure all the pads have got some nice fresh solder on, and then we use the desoldering iron to remove. So there's all the sockets nice and cleanly removed, and then we brush in some isopropyl alcohol to clean up any flux residue. So we've got nice clean joints ready for soldering the new connectors on. And all the new connectors are soldered in, and again we're just giving it a brush down with some isopropyl alcohol, remove any flux residue. So we've left with some nice shiny clean solder joints. After that's dry, all it's left to do is cut out the key pins, and that's good to go. Okay, and that's all the pins cleaned up. When I've taken the ASIC out, there's some greasy residue on it. So someone might have sprayed some contact cleaner or something horrible on this in the past. So I'm just going to give it a clean up with some isopropyl. Isopropyl's great for all this sort of thing. So the condition of the socket's pretty good. I think it just wants a clean. Yeah. I'm not sure how well you can see this, but I've basically cleaned some yellow residue off of that socket. So someone might have sprayed something like WD-40 or oil on there, which is obviously definitely not a good thing to put on electronic components. So I'm just going to keep cleaning it so there's nothing left. Like I said, I don't think it's worth replacing the socket, as all the pins are nice and shiny and in good condition. Just someone's put something on it in the past that may have caused intermittent connectivity. Okay, and that should be the board done now, so we'll give it back to the owner and see how he gets on with it. It might need some further work, we don't know at this point. Let's say it was only very occasionally that you're getting this switch issue, so I think it's going to have been down to these connectors, or maybe even this ASIC, as it was quite dirty with that oily residue. Let's see how it goes.